Michael Elliot. Mike Epps is an American stand-up comedian, actor, film producer, writer and rapper. He is best known for playing Day Day Jones in Next Friday and the sequel to the sequel, Friday After Next, and also appearing in The Hangover, as Black Doug. He was the voice of Boog in Open Season 2, but was replaced by Matthew J. Munn in Open Season 3. As of 2010, Epps was the executive producer on a documentary about the life story of a former member of Tupac Shakur's Outlawz, Napoleon, Life of an Outlaw. He is also known for playing LJ in Resident Evil, Apocalypse and Resident Evil, Extinction in 2004 and 2007 respectively. Early life: Epps was born at Wishart Hospital in Indianapolis, Indiana, the son of Mary Reed and Tommy Epps. Epps' natural comedic ability was encouraged at an early age, and he began performing stand-up as a teenager. Epps moved to Atlanta where he worked at the Comedy Act Theater, before moving to Brooklyn to star in Def Comedy Jam in 1995. Epps ended up on the Def Comedy Jam tour and starred in 2 of HBO's Def Comedy Jam broadcasts. Career: stand-up comedy. Epps began his professional career by joining the Def Comedy Jam tour in 1995 and starred in 2 of HBO's Def Comedy Jam broadcasts. Movie career: Epps' first on-screen appearance came in Vin Diesel's directorial debut, Strays in 1997. In 1999, Epps was then cast as Ice Cube's co-star in the sequel, Next Friday. This came after weeks of auditions after Ice Cube attended a stand-up set Epps did, and then asked Epps to try out for the part of Day Day Jones. His role as Day Day Jones was a breakthrough for the new actor, who was already familiar to much of the audience from his stand-up work. Later that year, Epps had a cameo in 3 Strikes, and supported Jamie Foxx in Bait. Epps had a voice role in the 2001 movie Dr. Dolittle 2 as Sonny, and finished the year with a featured role as comical pimp Baby Powder in How High, starring Method Man and Redman. Epps reunited with Ice Cube in 2002 as the bumbling thief to Ice Cube's bounty hunter in All About the Benjamins, and again re-teamed with Cube in the continuing Friday saga's latest entry Friday After Next. Epps also got to voice another bear character in the 2008 film Open Season 2 after Martin Lawrence declined the role. In 2010, Epps also released a stand-up comedy special, Underrated and Never Faded, and hosted the 2010 Bet Hip Hop Awards. Epps' name has become synonymous with a particular style of humor, through his appearance with several other African-American artists in the same genre. Aside from featuring Cube, the common thread of these films was the hilarious prominence of marijuana-smoking comic characters, like the ones portrayed by Epps. Epps most recently starred alongside Jordan Sparks and Whitney Houston in the 2012 remake of Sparkle, in his first non-comedic role as the main antagonist, Satin. A stand-up comic by day, an evil and abusive drug kingpin by night and engaged in an affair with the titular character's sister. Epps' performance was well received by critics and audiences. Epps is currently working on a baseball-themed movie, entitled Bad Behavior, alongside teen quartet Mindless Behavior, in which he plays their coach, Andrew Copyright Parker. On August 26, 2014, it was announced that Epps landed the coveted role of Richard Pryor in the upcoming biopic directed by Lee Daniels, despite Nick Cannon very publicly campaigning for the role and Pryor's family stating that Marlon Wayans or Terrence Howard should get the role. Epps will star alongside Oprah Winfrey, who will play Pryor's abusive grandmother Marie Carter. Music: Epps recently had a small part in the song "Hey Baby" by Hurricane Chris, doing the Rick James move. He appeared in the music video Gangsta Nation by West Connection. He also hosted a Jim Jones and Skull Gang album entitled Jim Jones and Skull Gang Present a Tribute to Bad Santa starring Mike Epps. Epps has also made a song called Trying to Be a Gangster with Pooh Bear. Epps also has a song called Big Girls, which came out in 2008. It was originally recorded by Bow Wow featuring Young Jock. The song is currently on iTunes and can be found on his album, Funny Business, Da Album, which was released October 27, 2009. Epps also has featured in rapper French Montana's Mac with Da Cheese mixtape, which was released on April 19, 2009. Epps is also featured on the Dom Kennedy song intro Hard Work on his future Street Drug Sounds mixtape. Part of his stand-up in Underrated and Never Faded was sampled for the song I'm on Everything by Bad Meets Evil on their first EP, Hell, the sequel. Also on Runaway, Born Sinner, the second album from rapper J. Cole. Super Bowl XLVI, Epps served as the Super Bowl ambassador in his native Indianapolis for the 2012 Super Bowl. He was featured in commercials promoting the Super Bowl Village, and he made special appearances in the Village during the week of the Super Bowl. 2014 Atlanta incident. On June 1, 2014, Epps purportedly assaulted a fellow stand-up comedian outside of the Uptown Comedy Club. It was stated Epps and two of his bodyguards did this in response to the comedian making jokes about Epps during an earlier stand-up routine. Epps allegedly struck him in the face and kicked him in the stomach and back, while one of the other two men threw the victim's cell phone and crushed his prescription glasses. Atlanta police issued a warrant for Epps' arrest 2 days later on June 3. Personal life. Epps married Michelle McCain in July 2006. They currently live in Beverly Hills, California. He met her while filming The Fighting Temptations. McCain had a minor, non-speaking role in the movie as Epps' character's girlfriend. Epps has also dedicated his time and money to the Tupac Amaru Shakur Foundation for the Arts in Georgia. Epps has 4 children: Briar Epps, from a previous relationship, Makala Epps, from a previous relationship, Maddie, and Mariah. Filmography: 2015 Being Mary Jane, Chris Warren. Post-production, television, The Sopranos, Jerome, Pimps Up, Hose Down, All About the Stunts, 106 and Park, Letter to the President, Def Comedy Jam, Inappropriate Behavior, The Unsuccessful Thug, The Boondocks, Momo Guns Jackson, Bert Hip Hop Awards, Himself Host, Wild 'N Out, Himself, Ridiculousness, Himself LJ. Being Mary Jane, Chris Warren, Music Videos, Watch Your Luck. I'm at Whitney Houston, I Baby a Euro Hurricane Chris, Gangsta Nation a Euro West Connection, Why We Thugs a Euro Ice Cube, What You Know a Euro TI. ASAP a Euro TI. Never Forget a Euro Napoleon, I'm Lit a Euro Square Off, I Don't Know Y'all a Euro Young Dro, Mrs. Right a Euro Mindless Behavior featuring Diggy Simmons, Nothing a Euro NORE, I'm on Everything a Euro Bad Meets Evil, How Come You Don't Call Me a Euro Alicia Keys, Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe Kendrick Lamar, I Was Your Baby Angie Stone, No Flex Zone. Race Remid, Discography, Studio Albums, Funny Business, Da Album, Collaboration Albums, A Tribute to Bad Santa starring Mike Epps, Omar Ray Life and Times of Such Gotti, Volume 1, Singles, Big Girls, Trying to Be a Gangster, Ain't You? References. External links, Official website, Mike Epps at the Internet Movie Database, Mike Epps on MySpace.